Have you ever wondered how some people seem to have the gift of captivating everyone around them almost effortlessly? Or how someone manages to gain access to a person they've always been interested in? Perhaps you're seeking to understand how to build a genuine and meaningful connection with someone special. If the answer is yes, get ready, because Stoic philosophy might be exactly what you need. Yes, you heard that right. Stoic philosophy offers powerful tools that go far beyond superficial reactions. Imagine transforming how you attract and interact with others, building more authentic relationships. This is possible by adopting Stoic principles of virtue, self-awareness, and self-discipline. In this video, I'll show you how these timeless values can positively influence your ability to seduce, not just in the romantic sense, but in the broader sense of truly connecting with someone. Whatever your quest, I'm here to introduce you to a journey that promises to transform not only how you interact with the world, but also how you relate to yourself. I'm talking about an approach that goes beyond easy and superficial answers, delving into a territory where virtue, self-awareness, and self-discipline are the keys to unlocking your true potential. After all, seduction isn't just a game of superficial attraction. It's a complex art of human connection. Stoic wisdom teaches us that to genuinely attract others, we must first master ourselves. This means cultivating a tranquil mind, a virtuous heart, and a discipline that allows us to act with authenticity and purpose. When we do this, we not only attract the right people into our lives, but also build solid and meaningful relationships. You might be wondering, how can ancient philosophers help me improve my relationships today? The answer lies in the universality of their ideas. The Stoics believed that true strength comes from within, that inner peace and clarity of purpose are irresistible. When we incorporate these concepts into our daily lives, we begin to exude a calm confidence and magnetic presence that naturally draws other people to us. So, stay tuned to discover the secrets of Stoic wisdom and learn to apply them to the art of seduction. I'll show you how the practice of virtue can transform relationships and lead you to a richer and more meaningful life. This is a unique opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and how to connect more authentically and powerfully with the people around you. And let's get to the first lesson, but before we do, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel because the upcoming videos will be a series of Stoic content that will help you find balance, wisdom, and serenity in a world full of challenges. Lesson 1. Let's talk about something fundamental in the art of seduction, but often forgotten: self-awareness. Have you ever stopped to think about the importance of truly knowing yourself? Imagine you're at a party, surrounded by a crowd, and someone catches your eye. What's your reaction? If you know yourself well, you'll act authentically, reflecting your true essence. And you know what happens? You become irresistibly attractive. Self-awareness isn't superficial. It's not just about knowing what you like or don't like. It's a deep dive into your desires, values, and limitations. For the Stoics, self-awareness was essential to living in harmony with nature and oneself. When you live according to your true nature, you find a genuine happiness that is contagious. Those around you perceive this authenticity and are naturally drawn to you. Don't underestimate the power of being genuine. In a world full of masks and performances, being yourself is a powerful differentiator. When you act without following a predetermined script, people sense your authenticity. And this authenticity brings a confidence that isn't inflated by ego, but rather a clear reflection of what you have to offer and what you expect in return. On the other hand, lack of self-awareness can be a significant obstacle. Without knowing yourself, you might end up seeking relationships for the wrong reasons, perhaps for validation or out of fear of loneliness. And these foundations aren't solid for building a lasting and healthy connection. The journey of self-awareness isn't quick or easy. It requires time, reflection, and effort. It may involve journaling, meditating, or having meaningful conversations with trusted individuals. Each step in this journey deepens your understanding of who you are. And the more you know yourself, the more authentic you become. Not because you've changed, but because you've discovered your true essence. Think of it as the solid foundation of a building. When the foundation is firm, the construction is secure and long-lasting. The same goes for us. When our foundation is self-awareness, we become more attractive and genuine. If you want to master the art of seduction from a Stoic perspective, start by deeply knowing yourself. This is the first step, not only to improve your romantic relationships, but to liberate all areas of your life and allow you to truly be who you are. Remember, the journey of self-awareness is continuous. It's a discovery process that leads us to be the best version of ourselves every day. And it's this authentic version that becomes irresistible to others, not because you're trying to please, but because you're living your truth. And that's what really makes the difference. So, know yourself, value yourself, and see how it transforms the way people see you. Lesson 2. When it comes to seduction, we cannot ignore one of the most powerful and fundamental elements, self-confidence. But we're not just talking about that superficial confidence that can easily be undone. We're talking about something much deeper, a confidence that comes from our essence, from who we are, reflected in our actions, decisions, and even in how we express ourselves. Imagine yourself in a situation where you need to stand out, whether it's in a job interview, an important presentation, or even on a romantic date. What makes the difference between someone who captivates and someone who goes unnoticed? The answer lies in self-confidence. That aura of certainty and security emanating from a confident person is irresistible. The Stoics understood this very well. For them, true confidence arises from alignment with virtue. When we live according to our deepest principles, when we act with courage in the face of challenges, when we are just in our actions and temperate in our emotions, we build a solid foundation of confidence that nothing can shake. But how can we cultivate this unshakable confidence? The key lies in self-awareness and self-acceptance. Knowing our own strengths and weaknesses gives us a solid foundation to trust in our abilities. Self-confidence isn't arrogance. It's simply recognizing our own worth and believing in our ability to face whatever life throws at us. Moreover, self-confidence is contagious. When we feel confident, it's reflected in our body language, our voice, and even our energy. And people around us are naturally drawn to this positive energy. So, if you want to master the art of seduction, start by cultivating your self-confidence. Believe in yourself, in your abilities, and in your ability to be authentic. Remember that true confidence doesn't come from outside, but from within. And when you radiate that genuine confidence, there's no way to go unnoticed. So, take a step towards your true potential. Lesson 3. Have you ever stopped to consider the power of authentic communication? Imagine being in a conversation where every exchanged word feels like a dance of genuine connection. It's not about games or tricks. It's about showing yourself to the world exactly as you are and allowing others to do the same. In a world where attention is a scarce resource, the simple act of being present in a conversation has become a revolutionary act. Imagine looking into someone's eyes and truly listening to what they have to say. Imagine asking questions that spark genuine curiosity and empathy. That's the essence of authentic communication. And let's not forget about nonverbal language. The way you move, how you maintain eye contact, even the tone of your voice, all of this communicates who you are in a way that goes far beyond words. Authentic communication is a dance of presence, active listening, and genuine expression. And from a Stoic perspective, these qualities take on an even deeper significance. Living in harmony with oneself and with those around you is at the core of Stoic philosophy. True seduction isn't about manipulation or conquest. It's about creating a space where everyone feels free to be authentic. The Stoics deeply understood this. For them, meaningful communication was an art, a way to express their true essence and invite others to do the same. So, if you truly want to master the art of seduction, start by mastering the art of authentic communication. Open yourself up to the world and invite others to do the same. When you show yourself truly, you open the door to connections that go beyond the superficial. Therefore, immerse yourself in this world of authentic communication. Be amazed by its power to transform your relationships and your life as a whole. And remember, true seduction begins when you allow yourself to be completely yourself. If you've made it this far, please check the first pinned comment and leave a like to show that you're truly seeking change. Lesson 4. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating and essential aspects of human relationships: empathy and understanding. The Stoics not only recognized, but celebrated the beauty and complexity of our ability to feel and understand the emotions of others. Imagine for a moment being in tune not only with words, but with someone's emotions. It's as if you could dive into the depths of their being and truly feel what they are feeling. This goes beyond mere understanding. It's a deep emotional connection that breaks down barriers and unites us on a fundamental level. Demonstrating empathy is not just an act of kindness, it's a powerful act of seduction. It shows that you care, that you are genuinely interested in the other person's experience. And that is extremely attractive. In the context of seduction, empathy and understanding means seeing beyond appearances and stereotypes. It means delving deeply into the essence of who that person is, understanding their deepest motivations, fears, and passions. The Stoic approach to empathy and understanding not only makes us better romantic partners, but also better friends and human beings. It allows us to approach relationships with an open mind and a heart willing to truly connect with others. So, if you truly want to deepen your relationships and find true and lasting happiness, start by cultivating empathy and understanding in your life. Practice putting yourself in the other person's shoes, listening carefully, and being present in others' experiences. You'll be amazed by the depth of connections you can create. Practice the art of empathy and understanding. Begin to build emotional bonds that transcend the barriers of time and space, becoming a better person with each interaction. Because, after all, the true essence of life lies in the authentic connections we create with people. Lesson 5. Let's talk about something that intrigues and fascinates all of us: mystery and inner richness. Imagine yourself in front of someone whose eyes hold secrets you long to discover, someone who exudes an aura of mystery and depth that irresistibly draws you in. And it's this recognition of the depth of others that intrigues and enchants us. What would be the fun in telling everything right away? Think about that feeling of slowly unwrapping a present, savoring each moment of anticipation, instead of tearing the paper all at once. Just as in life, revealing everything at once would steal away the charm of the process. Imagine if we told all our stories right at the beginning of a meeting. We would lose the opportunity to create true and deep bonds. It's like saying, "Here's everything about me, now decide if it's worth getting to know me." But the beauty of life lies in mutual discovery, in the gradual building of trust and connection. Every piece of ourselves shared is an invitation for the other to come a little closer, an opportunity to reveal who we truly are, with all our imperfections and charms. At the heart of Stoicism, mystery goes beyond superficial games. It's a celebration of the complexity and uniqueness of each human being. Each of us is like an unfinished work of art, full of layers of experiences, emotions, and thoughts that can never be fully unraveled. Promoting mystery also means cultivating a rich inner life, filled with passions, interests, and curiosities that spark the interest of those around us. It's not about being an enigma to be deciphered, but rather being a constant source of fascination and inspiration. The Stoics teach us that life is a journey of continuous discovery, where everything is constantly changing. And it's this uncertainty, this complexity, that invites us to explore every aspect of our own existence. In seduction, as in life, mystery makes us more attractive not because we hide who we are, but because we reveal just enough to leave others wanting to discover more. It's about maintaining an air of curiosity and surprise that keeps the flames of passion burning. Furthermore, by not revealing everything at once, we wield a subtle power that allows us to control the narrative about ourselves. This strategy creates intrigue, maintains people's interest over time, and allows us to develop meaningful connections, preserving our individuality and mystery. So, if you want to master the art of seduction and live a life full of meaning, embrace mystery. Cultivate a rich inner life, permeated with fascination and discovery. And be open to learning the mysteries that each person holds within themselves. For it is in the pursuit of the unknown that we find true depth and meaning. Lesson 6. Here, let's talk about a powerful concept that can transform not only your romantic relationships, but your entire life: detachment and acceptance. Imagine yourself in a world where you're no longer overwhelmed by the need for control, where your interactions are marked by authenticity and freedom from expectations. Stoic philosophy reminds us of a fundamental principle: the only true domain we possess is that of our own mind. This means we can choose how to react to life's circumstances. In the realm of romantic relationships, this translates into an extraordinary ability: the capacity to remain calm, serene, and authentic, regardless of the responses we receive. Picture yourself free from the chains of expectations, from the desire for external validation. Visualize yourself in a state of detachment, where you're no longer bound by thoughts like, "Will he like me?" Or "What should I do to impress her?" Instead, allow yourself to be fully present in the moment, enjoying the interaction as it is, without worrying about what it might mean for your ego or the future. Now, let's imagine the contrast. People who haven't developed this skill live in a constant state of anxiety and worry. They get lost in a sea of unmet expectations, feeding insecurity and frustration. Instead of authentically connecting, they turn seduction into a game of power and validation, where the only measure of success is external approval. The importance of emotional intelligence in romantic relationships cannot be underestimated. It allows us to transcend power games and truly connect with the other person. It frees us from the prison of expectations and allows us to enjoy the journey, regardless of the outcome. When we cultivate emotional intelligence, we create space for a deeper and more meaningful connection, where true intimacy can flourish. So, commit to developing your emotional intelligence. Free yourself from the shackles of expectations and embrace the journey with detachment and acceptance. Remember, it is in detachment that we find the freedom to truly love and be loved in return. Lesson 7. Here, let's address something essential that we often overlook on our journey: self-care. Picture yourself in a state of physical and mental exhaustion, struggling to maintain your energy and confidence. Now, let's see how self-care can transform this reality. People who don't prioritize self-care often find themselves trapped in a cycle of exhaustion and discouragement. They may neglect their physical health, not finding time to exercise, eat well, or rest properly. This not only affects their external appearance, but also their energy and emotional presence. They may constantly feel drained, lacking the vitality needed to attract and sustain the attention of a potential partner. Furthermore, the lack of emotional self-care can lead to low self-esteem and self-confidence. People who don't set aside time for introspection and the cultivation of their mind and spirit may feel lost and undervalued. They may desperately seek external validation, constantly seeking approval from others to feel worthy of love and attention. Now, let's contrast this with the practice of self-care. When you commit to taking care of yourself, both physically and emotionally, something magical happens. You become more radiant, more vibrant, more self-assured. Your positive energy radiates outward, naturally attracting others to you. Picture yourself nurturing your body, fueling it with healthy foods, moving it with joy, and resting enough to rejuvenate your mind and spirit. Imagine setting aside time for introspection, for meditation, for reading and learning new things. Picture yourself recognizing and valuing your own dignity and self-esteem, irresistibly conveying that confidence to others. Self-care isn't just about vanity or selfishness. It's about recognizing your own worth and conveying that to the world around you. When you see yourself as someone worthy of care and love, others will see you that way too. It's a beautiful and authentic dance, where you're not trying to convince anyone of your worth, but rather sharing your inner light with the world. So, commit to self-care today. Make time to take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Remember, it's in self-care that you find the power to attract and maintain meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Lesson 8. Have you ever found yourself in superficial relationships, where masks were more common than genuine smiles? Where the connection felt as fragile as a soap bubble, ready to burst at any moment? I will show you how authenticity and genuine connection can transform this reality. Imagine yourself in a relationship where you constantly need to hide parts of yourself, where vulnerability is seen as weakness, and authenticity is suffocated by the pressure to fit into a predetermined mold. Imagine feeling disconnected, misunderstood, and lonely, despite the presence of others around you. Now, let's contrast this with the beauty of an authentic connection. Picture yourself in a space where you're encouraged to truly be yourself, where your vulnerabilities are celebrated as much as your strengths. Imagine being accepted and loved in your entirety, without the need to pretend to be someone you're not. People who don't value authenticity and genuine connection often find themselves trapped in shallow relationships, where superficiality reigns and true intimacy is rare. They may spend their lives seeking external validation, losing sight of the true meaning of human connection. On the other hand, when you commit to living authentically and seeking genuine connections, something magical happens. You find yourself in relationships where truth is valued above all else, where communication is open and honest, and where you feel truly seen and heard. Authenticity and genuine connection are not just ingredients for happy and healthy relationships. They're essential for a fulfilling and meaningful life. They allow us to live according to the best of our human nature, honoring truth within ourselves and others. Commit to living authentically and seeking genuine connections in all areas of your life. Remember, it's in vulnerability that we find true strength, and it's in genuine connection that we find the true meaning of life. Continue practicing Stoicism, and over time, you'll become more adept at handling your emotions and living a more balanced and serene life. Stay strong and keep focused. I invite you to leave the following comment: I am in control of my life. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to keep receiving future content. Share this video to inspire others to transform their lives too. Watch the next video to continue your journey of personal growth. After all, a simple choice can change the course of an entire life.